My girlfriend said she will break up with me if I go on a trip without her, so I invited her along, but now she is complaining about the conditions, and I'm wondering if I should just go without her. Hi everyone, I'm in a bit of a complicated situation and would appreciate some outside perspective. This summer, I've planned an 8-day sailing trip with my 4 brothers, my roommate, my stepdad, and my uncle, so it's an all-guys trip. We'll be on a 40-foot sailboat, which is pretty small for that many people, but since it's just guys, we don't mind being a bit cramped. Last year, we did a similar trip, a 5-day last-minute getaway abroad. I told my girlfriend a few hours after we decided to go, which ended up causing a huge fight. She was extremely upset that I didn't involve her in the planning or give her a heads up. She also said it was the only week she was free to travel with me, despite having a 3-month university break. She asked me to cancel, threatened to break up with me if I went, and only agreed after I promised I'd tell her in advance if a similar trip ever came up again. This year, I made an effort to plan ahead. I asked her early on when she'd be free so I could request paid time off accordingly. At first, she said she wouldn't know until just a few days in advance, which I found hard to believe. Eventually, she told me she'd have a week off 2 weeks later and that it would be her only chance for a holiday before starting an apprenticeship. I managed to get time off at short notice and booked us an 8-day holiday, not abroad due to last-minute costs. I thought it went well, I paid for everything. We did some nice things, but afterward, she told me it was the worst holiday she'd ever had. A few weeks later, around February, we were at a family dinner when my brother brought up the sailing trip, and everyone started planning it more seriously for August. My girlfriend got really upset afterward, saying I broke my promise to tell her as soon as I knew about a future trip. In fairness, we had talked about doing this trip for years, but we had never set a date until that night. I apologized and offered for her to come along. She initially said she'd like to join, but I was honest about the conditions. The boat is small, we'll be sleeping in tight quarters, and there's a 3-day stretch with no sight of land. She's scared of large bodies of water, boats, and cliffs, and she needs her own space to feel comfortable. After thinking it over, she said she didn't want to come. I felt a little guilty, but also relieved. It honestly seemed like it would be better and easier if it remained a guys-only trip. Fast forward to last weekend, my stepdad suggested a list of possible dates, and we picked one that worked for everyone. After dinner, my girlfriend found out and was upset again, this time because I didn't tell everyone she'd decided to come. I reminded her she had said she wasn't coming. I told her we could plan a different holiday together, but that maybe this particular trip wasn't the best fit for her, considering everything. The next day, she told me that since I didn't tell her the final dates, which we had only just confirmed, if I still go, we're done. So now I'm torn. I feel like I've tried to balance her feelings and make room for a trip with her as well, but I also want to enjoy some time with my family and friends doing something we've planned for a long time. What would you do if you were in my shoes? TLDR, I, 26 male, planned an 8-day sailing trip with my brothers and male relatives. My girlfriend, 23 female, is upset because I didn't tell her early enough and says if I go, we're done. I offered for her to come, but she originally said no due to fears and discomfort. Now she wants to go and is angry I didn't include her. Not sure if I'm being unfair or if this is a bigger issue in our relationship.